Always take a minute, guys, to go live. So on my end, for some reason. Right, we should be live now. So welcome, guys, to another Monday here in Operation 11 Charlie, and I still got my stuff. You guys hear this real quick? My goodness. Welcome to another Monday here in Operation 11 Charlie. Thank you for hanging out with us here. We got multiple Monday today. We're gonna be hanging out with the boys here. Just talk a little bit about the stuff that happened this weekend and just hang out for today. We got some stuff coming up soon, guys. We're gonna start doing a bunch of stuff. Yeah, oh, we could talk about BTC because we didn't have BTC last. We didn't have a show last Monday, so we could talk about BTC, rain, water, mud, boats, RC boats, no stuff like that, tents. And Osborne, welcome in, brother. One shot, Larry, welcome in. TT4C, Rob Gunning, welcome in. Jeff, welcome in, guys. Pablo, welcome in. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. So, I think it's been a minute, man. It's been what, 2 weeks since we haven't have a show. Right, we were traveling last Monday, our guys. So, we're quick. Josh, how was your Sunday, man? How was your weekend?
Last weekend was pretty much trying to catch up on the grass. I had to get my tractor figured out, which Dennis built on the assembly line. It's a 1951 Ford. So
Right.
the I was revving it too hard, but got it figured out and good to go and got the grass mowed finally. It was taller than Joe.
That's not that tall.
I'm still taller than a
I
leprechaun.
can only talk shit.
But no, it was a good weekend. Just catching up on stuff. Got some of the trucks cleaned up.
Well, I know you guys were working a lot out there at BTC, taking people
I
out
haven't
left
e-
and right.
I haven't even got the razor out of the trailer.
But still in there.
Yeah.
And you had to go back
Yep.
a week
I
after,
drove
right?
back
My
Wednesday
goodness.
evening, went down, and Joe still had to pull me up the hill a little bit. But once I got to the top of the hill, like right in front of where our booth was,
Yeah.
I could drive out from there. It was dry enough.
Okay, nice. Wow. That's crazy. Crazy stuff, man. You guys gave me some shoe. I was like, oh my God, look at all this water, look at all this rain. I went and ordered some Amazon mud boots for next year just in case. I want to get ready. I'm gonna get ready for next year. Yeah, that's cool, man. Let me see here. Oh, we lost Dennis.
I'm here.
Something jumping here. Did we lose somebody or what?
I don't
You
think
probably
so.
have it on speaker versus gallery.
That's what. Okay. You don't. Dennis don't want to talk today.
Oh, I thought you were saying I did something for a minute. I'm just still trying to recuperate. I've just been a long week and of nothing but dragging. But no, we had a blast last weekend, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade it for anything. It was a good time.
Definitely, man. And like I mentioned on last week when we talked, all you guys, man, I'm always proud of you guys, regardless of the weather, the conditions. Well, all our veterans, first responders, our members of Operation 11 Charlie, doesn't matter. They're hanging out, having a good time, taking care of each other. So awesome stuff, guys. I'm very proud of you guys.
Us guys
Um,
from Ohio don't care about the weather.
right. Hey, if it ain't raining, we ain't training, who?
Rain,
So
sleet, or snow, in RC, and we will go.
yeah, that's
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. Joseph, I know I think Joseph had a birthday weekend. Was this weekend or last weekend? He's still eating steak from yesterday. You muted, Joseph.
No, not the birthday yet. Coming
No,
up,
no.
coming up. Early June is my birthday. No, I had a good weekend. This past weekend, I went to the third round of Golden State comps at Horseman. So, historical Horseman. Everybody loves that place.
Yeah,
And yeah, didn't let down. It was a good time. I got there. I was telling you earlier, Javier.
I wanted the big one. Oops. Am I on mute?
No.
I got there early, like 8:30-ish, and didn't leave until 10 p.m. So it was a fun day. Got to hang out with all of our regulars, the Rock Pirates family, all the regular people that are there.
Awesome.
Had a good time. Got to meet a lot of actually a lot of new veterans that were just randomly there. So that was cool.
I know there's a few that got back to us, send us
Wait a minute. Is that it?
It was a good
message
time.
to hang out with us. That's awesome, man.
I had a blast. And then I had Mother's Day lunch, barbecue yesterday. It was a good time.
Awesome stuff there. Joe, how was your weekend, brother?
It's pretty good. Kind of the same with Josh's, just taking care of the yard because my tent and stuff was still wet. So I we still got rain until I think it was Wednesday. So Thursday it was my yard was still pretty wet. So I mowed Friday and then set everything up Saturday, wiped everything down, washed it off and got dried, and I put it away on Sunday. Then Sunday's just was Mother's Day, just hanging out with Mom. So did you convert them?
Definitely. Eric, how was your weekend, brother?
This weekend was pretty slow. Hung out with the wife, the mom, the dad. Finally put my Beat the Creek stuff up. Now I gotta do going through my rigs now, clean up all that. But yeah, it's good. Can't complain. There's a couple of events I want to go to that are in North Carolina.
North Carolina area.
Hit those up a couple weekends from now. But no,
Okay.
yeah, I'm good.
Hey, Robert, I got Robert send me one of those scale trash cans. Rob Gunny, man, that's awesome. I'm having them like right. I should get it. Awesome job like always, man. Very grateful on all that stuff. So Dwayne, welcome in. Wacos, welcome in. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here. Let me see here. Wait until Brother Woods comes back. Casey, welcome in, brother. We have a few events coming up soon as well this month. I know we have RC Addicts, Ryan Cormers has an event next month on June, right? And also in July, we got the Recon G6, and we have a few stuff that's going to be happening. I know in August is a Crawl for Hope as well down in Cali. I know some of our guys are gonna be there. Joseph, Lonzo, Matt, some of our guys are gonna be up there. That is in the Sacramento area, right, Joseph?
Too far.
Around that area, northern Sacramento area. So Crawl for Hope, they do it every year there. So that's sweet. And then I think that's all we got. We have our VA class that we have this Thursday coming up. Regular VA class is gonna be indoor class. We're not going trailing or crawling. So we're gonna be working on that base camp kit that we have been building for the last 4 or 5 months. So looking forward to that class, to spend there that day with the veterans out there at the PRRC program, mental health program. So looking forward for that. That's gonna be this Thursday coming up here in Florida. So looking forward for that. I think that's it. I don't know what else. Don't remember at the moment what other stuff. Guys, we got some hats for sale. We got some shirts for sale that we're gonna be posting. Also, we have some raffles coming up. The online raffles that we're gonna be doing. As you guys know, Cindy, welcome in, Cindy. Greg Sanders, welcome in, brother. So some of the raffles that we were supposed to do at BTC, right? Because of the weather, we couldn't do the raffle. So we're gonna do those raffles online, guys. So we're gonna be having those. We tried to start one today, but it's gonna happen next Monday. So next Monday we should have everything set up for that raffle, unless anything changes tonight before we go. We kill the live tonight. So, but yeah, we're gonna be doing all those raffles. We have a body that um Fish and Bill painted. Now we got a raffle, the BTC that we're gonna be raffling up. We're just gonna line that up. We got a few rigs that we're gonna be raffling up and some other stuff uh, that we have going on, guys. Uh, so we'll be sharing that at social media with that. On those, Brother Woods, man, welcome, brother. Thank you for your service, brother, and for what you do still, right? For our veterans down in Cali. And to use, if you can introduce yourself, brother. I know you and we got a Marine brother. What's your name, brother?
Sam,
Welcome, welcome, my brother.
thanks.
Go ahead, brother Wood.
So I'm not very good at public speaking, so I'm going to keep this kind of basic. But
Go ahead, brother.
if I start rattling on, it's because of my passion. So please forgive me. Anyway, my name's Thomas Woods, but they call me Brother Woods because there's a lot of Thomases when it comes to the site. Because on the average, I have 200 veterans in the program, and we house 600 around here. So it's easier for people to relate to me, and out in the field, they know Brother Woods. So that's the reason I use that name around here. U.S. Navy, 10 years, aviation ordnanceman. I've served everywhere west of the United States, carriers, planes, trains, boats, whatever you can think of, that's what I did in the Navy, so to speak. And it's a lot of things I can't tell you because if I tell you, you know it's going to happen, right?
Oh.
So anyway, I've been boots on the ground for about 13 years on my own dime advocating for veterans. And 5 years ago, someone came up to me and said, you need to find somebody to bag you up. You'll get more done. So I ended up looking at a lot of the organizations around, and U.S. Vets was one of the main ones that worked with homeless veterans on a large scale. So I went to U.S. Vets, they recruited me, and then I found out that they are the largest veteran organization when it comes to homeless veterans. So being here going on 5 years now, I'm the volunteer and veterans activity coordinator. So my main job is morale and making sure the guys are doing something to occupy their minds, because a lot of times with the homeless populations, 70% is because of PTSD, substance use, and mental. So I just jumped right in because I was already doing it in the streets, and it was a lot cheaper because my wife said, you spent over $300,000. That's enough. Now it's time for somebody else to pay you. So that's why I'm here full-fledged with the program. My thing is, I don't like to do the regular stuff. And I try to explain to people that you just can't give a veteran anything to do. You always have to challenge a veteran. A veteran is a very unique person. Our DNA it's very different from anybody else. We're all sitting up here talking, and my partner over here in crime, we laugh a lot of times because we go into different environments, and we can always tell when a veteran is there. And one time I'm gonna share the story with you where we had went someplace and we walked into this store, and these two guys were talking crap to each other. And he and I were smiling at you, said, yeah, these guys got to be veterans. And they were. They were senior veterans, which something else I'm going to bring to your attention too. But my thing is working with veterans, period. I don't care. And I have 4 things now that are, what I really concentrate on is PTSD, suicide, mental health, and our senior veterans. So those are the things. But I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to turn this over to my partner in crime, Sam, U.S. Marine Corps, Vietnam veteran.
Cool.
As you said, my name is Sam Evans. I'm United States Marine Corps. I was homeless at one time and came to U.S. Vets. So I'm a product of U.S. Vets. I came here. They took me in. I spent a year here. I got introduced to Brother Woods and started working with him and started working with the veterans. I now am employed by U.S. Vets. I work with the aging population. So I'm a peer support specialist. I go to the veterans and I advocate for them. I am their peer where I try to get them involved in activities. And one of the activities that we've decided is RC cars, and to get them involved in that, get them out of their homes, get them out of places, give them something to do so they can age gracefully and, not sit in their homes all day long and just sit there and rot. So, it's a lot of what I do is because of my past and some of the things that I've gone through in my past. So I want to make amends for some of the things that I've done and move on and help the aging veterans.
Brother Sam, first of all, welcome home, brother. We cannot thank you enough. All the stuff that you guys do. The more organizations that are out there to do all this stuff for our veterans, right? And we need this. We got thousands and thousands of veterans that go through all this stuff going on, our homeless populations, elderly veterans, and whatnot, man. So I cannot thank you guys enough, man. It's a hard work, but we never stop, man. It's 24/7, right? When we started doing this many years ago, especially in our end, Brother Woods and Sam, we knew it was gonna be tough, hard work, but we had the idea to say that. But it's a 24/7 job, right? It's a 24/7 job, and we are glad to do this and take care of our guys, man. It's just incredible what you guys do. I just shared there the website, Brother Woods, of U.S. Vets, what you guys do out there for the veterans community. Good stuff, man. Good stuff, man. I know, Joseph, you were at an event, right, with Brother Woods a couple of months ago, last month, right?
Yeah, correct. I met Brother Woods at the RC Super Show in April. And then we stayed in contact, and he's like, "Yeah, I want to have you guys at a 5K." It was a 5K to raise money for homeless veterans, and he had us over right away. So yeah, we just did that. That was 8th of April, right? April 26th. It was April. So yeah, we went from the Super Show to the 5K, and the whole time Brother Woods showed nothing but support and love.
That's all, man. I just go in here to the website, Brother Woods, all this stuff, guys. I pin it to the top, guys. Please share it. Look at the chat if you guys can help out. We got here Casey, Brother Woods, Big BZ to you, shipmate. Good stuff. We got some Navy veterans here in the chat. We got some Army veterans, Air Force veterans, even Marines. Brother Sam. But that, man, that's awesome, man. Awesome stuff. But all this stuff, like we always mention, guys, like it takes a whole community, right, to take care of our guys, right? And for the family, the community, the family to be involved, right? And attack whatever we need to be taking care of those veterans, man. So it's so important that the whole community is involved in this, not just veteran community, community in general, man. Hats up to you again, Brother Sam, for what you guys do, man.
Thank you.
I cannot stress it enough. My dad, he is a Vietnam vet. Coming back. You guys open you guys open a lot of doors for us, Brother Sam. You know, I always tell that to my dad, guys, before us. You guys open a lot of doors for us today. So my hats to you, all the respect to you guys, man. I cannot repeat that enough.
Well, one of the guys that we're trying to get involved in this and get him involved in the cars is a World War II veteran.
Oh my goodness.
So he's interested, he's anxious and wants to do it. And he's one of the ones that I really want to get involved while I can.
Yeah, so I know Joseph has been planning with Brother Woods on that, so they're ready, right? Joseph, you guys are planning to do an outing soon, right? To make that happen and hanging out with you guys. Man, I wish I was there with you guys. I love to listen to their stories, talk to you guys, all that, that's awesome, man. That's gonna be awesome, Joseph. Oh, you got the background. You got the background there. That's it looks like no, you got the blur background, Brother Woods. That's why you cannot see it there. Oh, he got the Willis Jeep.
Get your face more into the picture and it'll focus.
There you go. Yeah, it's just a background, Brother Woods. But yeah, that's a Willis Jeep. I forgot the brand. Which brand is that one, guys? I couldn't see but I know we had those last year at BTC.
Yeah, so I need help with my addiction because I just brought 9 of these for the guys.
Oh Lord.
And I need help, please, intervention or something.
You're in the wrong group.
We got you, Brother Woods. I know we get you on the next outing, right? When you get with Joseph, Alonso, and the boys there's gonna be guys there that have a lot of experience that they could look into that. Or you could call me anytime. We could do this. We could do this a private Zoom meeting that we're not live, so we can work on those. But what kind of help you need? Just a little bit on that. Anything.
Well, okay. Basically, we're trying. I don't let grass grow up under my feet, I know I'm moving kind of fast, but I want this to happen quickly because we're receiving a lot of support. So I might reach out to everyone for their feedback, input, as far as putting this together, because I have some people that are looking at what we're doing, and I don't want it to be up in any BS. So I'm going to put together a nonprofit to where we can make this happen. So no one can tell me what I can and can't do with the program, and we can have free will. But it's for veterans and families, because out here, one of the problems that we have, and a lot of people don't realize, is that why is Daddy not the same when he left? Daddy doesn't love me no more. Or you have, why is Mommy the way she is? She doesn't love me anymore. And that's another subject that's kind of touchy. So Sam is tackling the seniors, and I'm trying to go after families and also children of veterans, because a lot of if your parents was a veteran, you all knew that it was some stories that they couldn't tell you. And for instance, my father told me stories after I joined the Navy, and I'm like, how come you didn't tell me before? He says, I didn't think you can handle it, which at the time when I was young, I couldn't, but I just thought he was just mean and grumpy. But come find out some of the stuff he went through, so it's the kids that we need to look at too.
Yeah.
Everything's in place now for everybody. They're losing focus on the younger generation because everybody wants to say you're going to be all right, which is what they used to feed us. You go to VA and they feed you pills. That's not the answer. And I'm sorry, I'm rambling on. Please forgive me, but I'm just so passionate about this that I just start blurting stuff out. And Sam keeps me in line. That's why I got next to me, because it keeps me from buying cars, because I'm trying to buy another car and you're going to lick me. But anyway, so that's kind of like where we're going. And here we see a lot of mental health and PTSD. TBI is real bad amongst our young veterans. TBI is really, really bad. And we see it every day, all the time. It's a constant influx. And me too, being a peer support specialist, it's sometimes I have to go to him and he goes to me because we got to talk. And it's serious. And we can't talk to our, well, okay, I'm going to reserve the comments I want to use because we're live, but you can't talk to everybody like you can talk to another veteran. Period, point blank. And that's what we always talk about. We can talk to each other and we'll never get mad at each other. I can talk to you guys right now. You're not going to get mad at me, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need a lot of help. We're going to need a lot of help because we're treading new territory and I don't have all the answers, but I feel more comfortable talking to another veteran who can tell me the real, and I know they're going to tell me the truth. And I know they're not going to BS me or tell me it's raining and somebody's, you know, on my head. So, and I'm sorry, I'm not blah. Okay.
No, we got you, brother. We got you, bro. Whatever we here for you, brother. So we gladly. I know Joseph and the boys are very excited as well to be working together and whatnot. So we got you, brother. So no worries on that. Yeah. Looking forward. You will see more when you go out to the outing with Joseph and the boys. You know, so they're gonna take good care of you, brother. And also, you can call me anytime, brother. Anytime. You got my number. So don't hesitate on that. I'll be posting again the website, guys, so you could check out usvets.org, guys. Check that one, share that information for fellow veterans, friends, and family members or whatnot. So on that, so that's awesome, man. Good stuff, good stuff. Anything else, guys, that we forgot to? I'm being like rambling today as well, man. I don't know what's going on. It's something on the water here.
I got a question, Brother Woods. How did you get into RC and when? Because I know when I first met you, you were very you're like, I love RC and I know the veterans can use this and it'll be helpful. So when did you discover this?
So I used to mess with planes as a kid, but you know how planes are. Once they fall, that's it. When they crash, that's it. So in the Navy, I was stationed on this little remote island, and you guys have an idea which island I'm talking about. And there was nothing to do. I mean, I was just I worked with P3s, and those of you who don't know what P3s are, they're Russian submarine chasers. So I would be in places that were way out, and I didn't have anything to do. So I seen an ad for a Willys Jeep. I'm like, cool. I could take that, I could build it, put it together, and occupy my time. So from there, I've been in RCs ever since. I've got too many to look at, but I still want more. That's why I need intervention, because I want to get a Funko, but someone talked me out of that. And I want a UDR, and I hopefully no one talks me out of that. But yeah, I love it. And the main thing I like about RCs is that when you build them up from scratch, it's like hard to describe that the joy you get out of the completing it. And if it breaks, you can fix it. And that's one of the things I was thinking with some of the guys. I would give them models and they would put the models together. I'm like, cool. If they like the models, then they'll like the RCs because that's even more intricate. And that's something they can do on their own, take it with them. There aren't any limitations except themselves. Then I brought it up to Sam, and Sam said, okay, cool, let's try it. So now I got him hooked. We're also doing slot cars.
Oh.
So I'm going out, like I said, I'm going outside the wire with this. I'm gonna try to get boats later on, but right now I'm just dealing with what I'm working with cars. It's easier right now, but eventually I would like to cover everything, like an A10 Warthog that Sam and I seen, that we might pitch in and get one, or just see, or an F-14, or you know, just have some fun with it. But yeah, I've been in RC since I was a young kid, and I've always enjoyed it.
I don't want to ask, but I'm gonna ask. What year was that?
79.
Okay, so you're pretty deep into this.
Oh yeah. I went through a lot. Lost a lot of cars during my first divorce, and had to start all over again. And just kept going until until now, where I can sit down and enjoy my car and share them. That's the cool part about it. Building them, sharing them, say goodbye, letting it go, move on to the next one, which allows me to get another car.
There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I think we're the wrong group to intervene. I think we're gonna more enable you than anything.
Question: with a Funko, what's the equivalent of the Funko without the price?
Oh, I'm the wrong person to ask about sand cars or rail cars. Maybe these guys have more answers for you.
I'm not much into Funko myself.
Yeah, because it's
a lot of people. What a lot of people do. Are you talking about the Funko Slash, the new big one?
Yeah. Yes.
Is it Scale Metal Supplies, Dennis? Does a Slash conversion where you can get a Traxxas Slash and convert it over to their buggy.
Yes.
So then you have the building that you like to do, and you can make it how you want. Let me see. I'll see if I can find it real quick.
But he's still helping you to not get a RCs.
So much for the intervention.
Yeah. But don't get that one, get this one.
Yeah.
Well, my second choice was a UDR. Now I'm kind of
Those are cool.
Yeah.
Well, I told my wife I wasn't going to get any more, and I'm going to pick up the rest of a collection from a friend Sunday or Saturday.
But
Here, I'll share this.
him out.
What is behind me is just a fraction of what I have. What's behind Josh is a fraction of what he has.
I still have stuff in the trailer.
I'm not that crazy.
So this is what you get. And then you put it on a Slash based car. So then you can make your own sand rail and do it however you want. You get a 2-wheel drive Slash, which you can find them pretty cheap all day. And it uses all the shocks and A-arms and stuff, and it hooks to this, and you get the aluminum panels and all that.
Getting the sand tires for the front and back is real easy to find. So it doesn't look like a moon buggy. So you can have your paddle tires on the back and your little pizza cutter tires on the front.
That's going to be about a third of the price of that Funko.
Whoa. Really?
If I had to guess, and Josh, correct me if I'm wrong, but by the time it's all said and done, you'd probably be around 400 to 500.
Right.
Okay.
Versus
And it would be the way you want.
I think those Funkos are like 13-ish.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I think they're 13.
Yeah, 1,300 for an 8 scale. And the other issue is you have to find somewhere to put it. They take up a lot of room. And I can say that because
We got one.
I've got a big 1/6 scale Humvee sitting right here.
Well, I don't know if you can see it on the floor behind me, but those are road cars taking up the whole floor.
Wow. Damn.
And
There, Dennis, I'll spotlight you.
that is a toy grade Humvee from the early 80s. that was converted over to some hobby grade parts. And I'm gonna finish that up eventually. And that's gonna go around with us to events. But yeah, the only one that's not mine in this room is that car right there. Everything else I've pretty much had built from just a box of parts. And I've got stuff in the attic, I've got stuff in closets, I've got stuff under the bench. They're everywhere. But no, I feel your pain. No, it's that would be the way to go. Would be to get that tube chassis from them, because you can paint it any color you want, and the panels you can do whatever you want with it. Like a lot of us have done with the Axial Capras is we've taken the Lexan panels off, used pieces of plastic or even styrene to make templates, and then use different types of drink cans. I have some that are NOS, the ones that I have right now are energy drinks.
Make it. Okay.
So you can make it your own. You don't have to always paint it.
Shit.
Let me grab my capper and I can show you what I'm talking about.
That's why I wanted to put it on the thing. I
Mhm.
was afraid of this.
Yeah.
All the detail.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you just take the can, cut it down to size to fit the panels, shape it with either styrene or some sheet plastic, and just make it your own. It doesn't have to be like everybody else's that has metal panels or plastic panels that you just paint. That's the great part about this hobby. Nobody's trucks are ever going to be the same. Unless you want them to.
The real question though, Dennis, is are those camo pajama pants?
Yes. Yes, they are. You weren't supposed to see them because they're camo.
It just looked like you were floating.
But we did.
Just a torso floating around the room. Yeah, or bottle caps. I'm still breaking into the stash from Sweetie's Candy when I had to go pick up stuff for Ierc.
Oh, you had to get the Ierc supply.
Yeah.
My supply is gone.
Well, we
I-
figured that.
I still have probably 5 boxes of bottle caps and a whole case of the Razzle gum.
Oh, I didn't know you had bottle caps. Oh, you punk.
You didn't ask for bottle.
I didn't, but still. You could have hooked a brother up.
I did. I got you a candy.
We didn't get any candy, so you should feel blessed.
Uh,
What are
What's
y'all
up,
working
Raymond?
on?
I was working on a video. I still haven't, I just got my GoPro back inside and stuff. And then I'm going over this to see how it held up for the little bit of trail running I did on it. This is a VRD builder's kit converted to the Lone Ranger chassis I designed along with Mitchell Miner.
Nice.
So it's my own D10 chassis.
Nice. Well, what kind of angle is that skid?
10. I feel that 20 was too aggressive, but the
Yeah.
3 to 7 is a little
Weak.
Yeah. I'm really happy with the 10 degree.
I just ran this base camp at a competition this last weekend. It did well. With
That
the
the Interceptor?
with the Interceptor chassis, yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
won this one. I don't know, Rock Pirates live or whatever. It's a one-off. Let me see if I can show it. It's a one-off, like usually they come colorful, is basically what I'm saying. This is like a one-off black and white one.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
It's got the ghost on it.
What?
I have one of the red ones with the ghost colors on it.
Yeah. So I ran it this weekend with the 419 tires. It did well. Really good. It was fun.
I feel very insignificant.
I didn't think I was gonna have fun with the little tires, but it just changes the game. It's a whole different something
Yeah,
different.
my little tire truck's a straight. No, did I convert it to 10.3 or portals? Yes. It started its life as a SCX 10 Pro, and the only thing that's 10 Pro left in it is the transmission.
Really?
It's now the brazen Oracle chassis, so the flat skid brazen with 10.3 axles with a four-door Toyota hard body. I'll grab it.
This one's from the kit, so it came with the straight axles.
Oh, okay.
And I'm so used to driving my other truck that's portals.
You had the plan where you're going with that.
Yeah, I really had to like think about it before I started climbing. Yeah.
So this is my class 1 truck.
Oh, nice.
That it started his life as a SCX 10 Pro.
I think that's the first class 1 Pro that I've seen.
So it's the Oracle chassis, obviously a Fusion. And then I put 10.3 portals on it with a Trio metal front because that's usually what breaks. And then it's a plastic rear with TGH wheels. It's done really good. When UGRC came out with that class 1 chassis that was supposed to beat everyone, this one beat it. My only complaint is the 10 Pro shocks are
They leak.
Oh, they leak and they're super long. So this thing wants if it's on a weird angle, it really wants to lay over. I've not had to roll, but I've had the body tip. I mean, see how much it has?
Oh yeah, yeah. You're like zero weight oil in there.
Yeah, and it's 70. That's 70 weight oil in this. And it still walks like that.
Wow.
So my next upgrade to this is to put deluxe shocks on it.
I have those Reef shocks that I'm interested in putting on to try.
The Reefs did look cool. Yeah, the Reefs did look cool.
I haven't used them. I haven't even taken them out of here, so I don't know how they perform.
You'll have to let me know how they do before I buy shocks, because my only thing with the Reefs, I was wondering, not that I don't think they'll, I'm sure Wyatt had his hand in develop them, so I'm sure they're good. It's a small bore. So do you run a lighter oil and the pistons have smaller holes, or do the pistons?
I do 15.
Yeah.
So I took one out.
Lacos, this one with these wheels, I'll tell you. I think it's at 9 1/4. Let me double check. No, 8 3/4. It's only 8 3/4 wide. with a 12.5 wheelbase. Larry, I've liked the Desert Lizards. I've had them on a few trucks. It's just finding that I found the deluxes are the easiest to tune. Just with spring weights and shock oils and stuff, the deluxes have been really easy for me to tune on. Whereas the Desert Lizards, you really gotta play with those shock rates and oils since they're all sealed and everything.
I
Joe's
think,
got a really nice small tire truck.
I think not just that, Josh, is
Put my
the
class
desert
one.
lizards. Those
Mhm.
desert lizards, it all depends on where you're at too with them.
Yeah.
On the way that you build them, because I've got a set on my Capra that I had to run heavy oil in them with the 4-hole piston and the super soft springs just to get it to work right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a EXO RC Alpinist chassis build.
Are those 2.2 wheels? They look pretty big.
Yeah. 4.19 tires, so stretch.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's a beast. A chunk. I put aluminum axles on it. Come on.
Move it closer to your face. There you go.
But yeah, there's I've done pretty good with it. I bought this used. They had metal skids already made for it. So and I bought the body off the RC chop shop, just kind of slapped it together. Had to go to Kentucky. Had to go to
Yeah, we went to
no?
Kentucky
Yeah,
on the
Kentucky.
way.
Yep, the guy lives
To,
in Kentucky, so a 23 RC they was kind enough to let me, they stored it for me till we made it down there, get it picked up and slapped it together, and it is incredibly consistent.
yeah.
Like almost consistent to the point that you forget what you're doing because other RCs that I have are not, just kind of based off the train. And you kind of overthink driving it sometimes. So you just, a lot of times it's put the battery in it and just go. And they don't care. And if it don't go, then that's when you throw the winch out and give her a tug and then you're good to go. But yeah, highly recommend.
You guys have any questions, Brother Wood, Sam? There's a lot of
You're talking over my head.
Yeah, that's jumping into competition.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a competition truck. That's not it's geared low. So you'd be tripping over the thing trying to walk with it on the side of the trail or on the trail.
I mean, this one I cut the bed, bobbed it, made bumpers for it. So they have metal bumpers that fit all the points for the rules and match the patina. The interior is made out of craft foam to be legal, but be as light as possible. So like that foam you get from hobby stores, just like that squishy foam, that's the floor in it. Got a foam dash. No, this one does have a 3D printed dash. It's got a skeleton as a driver because they don't weigh nothing. So, what's up, Irvin?
So
Lacos? I do have a couple leafer trucks, but I haven't really comped them. Like me and Joe and Misty and Jericho all have TF2s. I think that's on
Absolutely.
Dennis's list here soon.
Yeah, we generally
lie.
do
I'm
we
getting
generally do RC Chop Shop does a Beat the Creek Trail 1 TF2 challenge that we normally do, but this year we kind of didn't really feel like trucking in the muck to do it this year. So it's a pretty interesting drive trying to take those little tiny tired hard body beast on those rocks. It's it'll make you or break you, or break it. One of the two, three.
What's up, Moose Joe? Nice meeting you at the booth at Beat the Creek, by the way. I didn't even have the interior for it, Joe. I got the body as a shell from our local hobby shop and had the grill sitting around. So, but I do have a full interior 4-door on the regular TF2 chassis. Larry, your surf up running as a budget as possible, small tire. Yeah, my TF2 long wheelbase, I have trio wheels on it. Other than that, it's stock. It's got a worn winch on the front with the stock big bumper.
This was my body for the weekend. This is my daughter's body. I didn't paint mine in time, and I'm like, oh, I need a body. Just took that, put it together that day, and ran it.
Heck yeah.
It worked.
And it had to cover half of the tire, right?
So they're pretty relaxed here. They're pretty relaxed here. As
Okay.
long as it has fenders, they're okay with it.
Yeah,
I think
I took this one and heated them up with a heat gun and took
Rolled
like
it
a
out.
candle. Took a candle and it like fit the wheel well perfectly and just rolled it out on a candle. A lot of people use Coke bottles and stuff, but yeah, that's how I got my tire coverage on this.
Yeah, they're pretty relaxed here. As long as you have the tire size, the flat skid, and chassis
Yeah.
mounted servo. Not other than that, it's kind of open.
Question for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What 3D printer and what size do you recommend for making?
Oh no.
I had like a knockoff of the Ender. It was called a Mingda Magician X, and it worked good for a while. Then I got the Bamboo P1S, which is enclosed, and I love it. I know Moose Jaw is doing a ton of printing for Knights Customs, and I don't know if he has the P1X or the X1 Carbon, but it depends on your budget too, and what you're wanting to print. Like I would recommend Bamboo, but they have ones all from the A1 minis that are a couple $100. Mine was 700 or 800, I can't remember. And then like the X ones are 12 or 1300, and they have a brand new one that's above all that.
The Pro
Um,
Edition.
Yeah. But people have had good luck with any Cubit, the K1 Maxes and stuff like that. But for me, I went from using Cura, which is your slicing program when you put your stuff in. Yeah, Moose Jaw said he went full ham with the Carbon, very user friendly. But I went from that to the Bamboo Studio, and it's so easy to use. And I have what's called AMS, where it has the different filaments on the top, and it'll feed which one you choose for your project or change colors. And it works great. Like it's so much easier. You could be sitting somewhere, and if there's nothing in your printer, you can open your phone, send your print.
What are
from
you
your
trying to
phone.
print, Brother Woods?
So, because I'll be needing a lot of cars and the constant turnover, sometimes if I can just print out parts for it, maybe I'm reaching, but a body maybe. Trying to keep the theme to like military vehicles that we can put on the chassis or just have them figure out a way to make it work. I'm just, like I said, trying to think outside the box. But if I'm constantly trying to get the same part or trying to make new parts, just to be able to make it might be easier than constantly buying it. Because as you know, in the veteran community, because we are a nonprofit, there's no money. And right now, the way the VA is working our budgets, it's getting a little steeper. So I'm just trying to be creative about what we're doing. And I don't want to be midstream. And it's like I'm up the creek without a paddle, so to speak. We're trying to do this, but I want to do anything and everything I can or change it up sometimes, add something different. That's the reason I like this Jeep, because it's a lot you can do to add on to that, even if it's just
Right.
making gas tanks or ammo boxes or something, anything, to have them interested.
So, Moose Jaw, let me answer what Brother Woods is asking, and I'll give you an answer to your question in just 1 second. Brother Woods, this is an H10 optic, and Knights Custom sells a file. And I know Moose Jaw is printing a ton of these and doing awesome work with those. And if you haven't seen Moose Jaw's stuff, check him out. He does amazing builds and stuff like that. This is all printed. All these body panels are purple. The light bar, this engine, radiator setup is all printed from my P1S.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
So this, you can buy your optic and then customize it. And if you break a part, you just print another one.
Right.
But it's not so much as running parts. Now, oh, hit the wrong button. I will show you that this truck, Night Larry. Oh, Larry says he has the Flash Forge Adventurer, is what he's using. Has great prints. Cool. These wheels are all 3D printed.
Save money.
My buddy Chunky's Customs designed them, and I printed them. I printed this bed. I designed and made this bed for my chassis. These are just 3D printed sliders. This brace is all 3D printed. So half of this truck is 3D printed parts. All off of that bamboo.
Awesome.
And then like this body for the SCX-24.
Okay.
I printed it in two pieces, glued it together, and painted it. And that was a free file. So it's the possibilities are great. Like Joe's body's 3D printed, right, Joe? You're muted, Joe.
Yeah, I didn't print it, or nobody. I purchased this, but it's essentially a 3D printed body for the TRX-4M.
Right. And Moose Jaw is right. The H10 should have been called the Chameleon. There's so many different looks you can do for it.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, to answer your question as to what O11C is doing with the cancellation of Axial Fest, adapting to the schedule to be at events. We're spreading out is the easiest way to put it. We're going to divide and conquer. Like there's going to be a group at Ryan Corbmaster RC Addicts event at T5W, which is tiny tire trucks through the woods, if I remember right. It's going to be in PA. There's going to be a group at Exo Cage's Exo Fest, which is going to be at Cherokee Rock Village. Still has plans for Proline by the Fire. Joseph, you guys have events out in California you're doing, right? And Brother Woods, I think you're going to some of them.
Yes.
We're going to have a faction at the Gauntlet in September. There'll be a group. Go ahead, Dennis.
So for Juicebox Hobbies, Jeremy Griffith is holding one in Kentucky.
In Kentucky, that's like a one-day thing.
Right, beach party.
A bunch of us will be at Rocktober, probably. At least, I don't know if we're going to have a full canopy set up, but there'll be people there representing Operation 11 Charlie at the event. So it's kind of a divide and conquer. Instead of putting all our eggs into those couple of baskets that get people there, we're now going to spread out and where people are closer to, like when the Pennsylvania one's only a couple hours from Dennis, or 4 hours from Joe and me. Recon G6 Yes, thank you, Javi. That's going to be an event. So we're dividing, and we're going to have more representation at smaller events. Is the goal. So it's not going to slow us down. It's just going to change our plan of attack. Night, Raymond.
Guess you could say more diverse.
Yeah. Because like Axial Fest was a big one where we could get 20 guys there because there was houses on site and stuff. But now if we have 2 events where 8 guys can go here and 12 guys can go there, you're still getting the coverage and the guys getting out, which is the main goal, is the people. Getting our guys places out there, socializing, having that sense of community. I'm sure Joseph and Brother Woods would agree, Brother Sam. It's just being there. Like at Beat the Creek, we didn't get to run a ton of trails. Joe, Kurt is at Joseph. Kurt's asking where you're at in Cali.
Oh, I'm in the northern LA County now. I was in North Hollywood up until a couple months ago.
Yeah, say Kurt's out in Cali.
Yeah. So I'm out by right down the street from Six Flags. Everybody knows where that is in California. Yeah.
But I know you guys have a good faction out in Cali. You and Lonzo and Brother
Yes.
Woods and them are all
We're kind of
stuff.
divided. It's me and Russ and some of the Southern California guys, and then all the 559 guys, Lonzo and all them. Were from me, they're about 2.5 hours away. But yeah, we have a pretty big crew out here. When we all hang out together, it can be a lot.
Right. And Florida has events. Kurt said Magic Mountain.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Florida's got what is it? Dr. Dan's they go to and they hold events there, and then they go to the VA and they do stuff.
Exoplex.
Yeah, Exoplex. So it's just going to be more diverse. I hope that answers your question, Moose Jaw. Appreciate the question.
Take care, Greg.
Hey Sam, what kind of rigs has Brother Wood showed you? Was it the smaller ones, the bigger ones?
Well, I just got the Traxxas Slash
Okay.
2-wheel drive, and he got one of those, and he got the like I said, the Willys Jeep, and he bought, I think he said 5 of those Willys Jeeps, and so he's really going into it really heavy. But basically, we're trying to just get the Willys Jeep so that the veterans can play with those a little bit, and have something to play with, and bring them out, give them those so that we can practice on those, and then move on up to something bigger later on.
So I think I might hang out with you guys on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
I'll bring the booth, and I'll have a bunch of trucks with me for everybody to try to get some crawlers out.
All right. Thank you. I think his battery's going dead on his phone. So.
Russ, crawling is the way. Crawling is the way.
Yes.
Yeah,
Agree.
The video I was working on a little bit earlier was me, Joe, and Jeff, just out, the 3 of us, Thursday night, because we got set up a day early, so we're like, we're gonna take advantage of this and hit a trail. And it was a wet mess, but it was a blast. Like, it was just a good time going out there, stomping through the trail. And then what was it? Friday or Saturday, we got to sneak out for a little bit, Dennis, the trail 2 with the group.
That was,
I know Larry left,
Friday.
but he was there. Friday.
Yeah,
we
Friday
went out
we
and hit
got out
trail
with
2.
Larry, Trisha, Tom, Charlie, Jay, you know, me, Joe, Josh, my buddy Icons,
Misty and Jericho.
yeah, Misty and
No, they
Jericho.
weren't there yet.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I stand
It was
corrected. Yep,
Nathan
I
and
forgot about
Travis.
that.
Or
Yep.
no, Nathan went. Travis didn't get to go. Charlie went with us. Yeah, Kurt. The bashing is fun. Kurt likes to bash in the curbs. I saw his latest video. That poor Fortec.
My kid just got a Traxxas Fiesta, like the rally
Yeah,
one.
Jericho has one. The Rally Slash.
That thing is so fun.
Yeah.
That thing is really, really way more fun than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Yeah, Moose Jaw, it was an amazing time. Like us being there together and hanging out was just great. Even though we only got to run a couple trails, just being together and hearing stories and hanging out was a great time. Heck, Jericho, I think, almost had more fun than all the time we were in the Razor pulling cars out.
I was gonna say, Josh, I love crawling. For me, crawling is like the most therapeutic
Yes.
thing. It's like the most where I can just kind of focus in and be lost for the Saturday for 12 hours.
Right.
It's just relaxing.
However, I also like just kind of sitting at the tent with the people, with whoever, just
Right.
chit chatting. Sometimes not even breaking the controller out and just hanging out.
So Moose Jaw's question is, what's on everyone's wish list? Dennis, we'll let you go first.
Oh man, that's a big list.
He said to get soon. So what is a soon?
Hmm. Oh man, that's kind of tough because there's so many that I want to grab right now. I've been looking at the new Cross Unimog Drakkar truck that's coming out.
Yeah, that is cool.
That seems like a really cool, capable truck, not just for crawling, but just for running around and doing some rally with it. And maybe another Vanquish kit. No thanks to Josh and Joe, they got me hooked on them. I started with the optic. Now I've got a VDR builder's kit and a VS410 builder's kit that I put together in a couple hours. But no, I think right now it's more the cross truck and a couple more Vanquish.
Brother Woods, Sam, what's your guys' next vehicles you want to get?
Well, like I said, I changed my mind on the Funko. I want the HDR, but I can't be persuaded otherwise. I don't know. I'm trying to make up my mind. Help?
Just depends on what you're into at the time.
Yeah.
Well, right now, what we're trying to do is teach the guys how to build a mini trail course so that it's something that they can do on a piece of 2x4 plywood, and it's something that they can take with them and take to their room and still, enjoy it with the 116 or the 124. And that's something I want them to work up to, but to have their own everything where they don't have to worry about going anywhere too crazy. But when it's in evening time or when it's raining, they're able to do the course in their room. And then as we go out to the places to do a crawl and making it an event. So once Joseph and I get together and we start doing it, I'm trying to do as much as I can to keep their minds occupied.
Yeah,
Red Cat Ascent right there, 18 scale. Cheap, out of the box, get them started, goes about anywhere, got plenty of room to upgrades.
Which one is that?
The red cat ascent.
Red cat?
Very red cat ascent. Yep. 18 scale.
18. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, I've got 3 red cats. So you want me to buy another one?
I have 2 of them.
Yep. The
There's
18
3 in
scale.
this house.
They're
of those.
yep. They're very capable out of the box for what they are, and then they've got a ton of projects or products that you can get: bodies, brass, wheels, tires. People's making winch mounts so you can, add winches to them. There's FearTech's got motor and ESC programs. I mean, there's just the sky's the limit on them, and they're small. And if it's a bored, crappy, rainy day, throw pillows on the ground, and go crawling.
They're cheap, right? Like
And-
120, I think they cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like
Yep.
120, 119.
Yep. And
It also
and I
depends
know
on your local hobby shop.
okay,
Sorry.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say.
The other truck Joe held up is the TRX-4M.
Yep. That's another goodie too. But they're a little bit more
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just bought
'Cause
4 of those.
because you get you're buying the Traxxas brand, so you get a little bit more for buying the brand, or you're buying the official licensed body. But still, very capable truck. Takes a lot of abuse. I've been beating on mine for a while. So
What's
I mean,
Sam
if you're-
getting?
Right now, I just want to stick with what I got and learn how to use that a little bit better and then move up slowly. He keeps trying to get me to buy other things, but I just want to. He's trying to move me along, and I'm trying to slow down.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Joseph?
Of course, I'd like to walk up to a Huey.
No, Huey.
Frank's got an awesome Huey.
I don't have anything that I want very soon. I'd probably just work on this one and make it like a true class 1, very scale. If push come to shove and somebody's making me buy a new RC, then I'd probably an SES 6, a 6 scale, big old.
Wow.
Yep.
SES 6.
Yeah.
Joseph needs to make it to BTC 2026.
Is it a big
Bring-
6 scale?
Oh yeah,
There's like 3 or 4 6-scale trails. Like
Okay.
they're
designed
rough.
for.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds fun to me. I like to hike a lot and I like to be out in the woods, so that's like the
They
perfect.
get a marine pink too.
Yes, you can.
That's
You can
navy
get them
pink.
pink.
That's navy pink.
There's a marine pink.
The yellow submarine.
So I think
The parts are easy to get for the 118
Yeah.
Yes.
Red Cat.
Yeah. Well, you
There's
don't even
tons
have to
of-
get Red Mag. The market's exploded with aftermarket. Hell, even Endura, so it makes parts for them now.
Endura, yes. Tons of Hobby Plus, all makes parts for it. Yeah, Mistral, it does. The push to get a new RC is always big. Joe, anything on your radar?
Absolutely not. No, I am. I got too many projects, so I've got currently working on my base camp to JLU conversion. That I'm working on the lights now, trying to scale it out a little bit, get it done, and then I've got a VRD builder's kit, and I've got a Phoenix or Carbon builder's kit, and I still need to do that Rock Pirates build to have to match with what you and Dennison you guys got. So
Right.
I just need to stop buying stuff and I need to finish what I've got.
So what you're saying is you found a chassis.
No, I already have the chassis. It's not gold, but it's
I like this. The classic.
Mhm.
I found one
Yeah.
Yeah,
on Facebook for sale.
I was trying to.
no.
It never got built.
Yeah,
But I got.
I'm
this-
afraid to even ask.
Got a lot of extra junk to it.
Mm.
It's pretty cool. It's cheap.
We'll save that for later. But honestly, yeah, I do after being at Beat the Creek, seeing that new that boom racing truck.
Man, I got this one.
I can't think of what was the name of that thing.
It's the AWB or adjustable wheelbase one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
I
the Zill
love
body.
that.
Polish it out.
I love that body. And
That truck looks really good.
but it's that's a $700 buy. So I don't know, maybe in the future, but I got too many projects right now.
I got to build a truck to fit these.
Yeah.
Cool.
I didn't hear you broke up.
$550.
I said I got to build a truck to fit these wheels.
There you go.
Build a truck to fix the wheels?
To fit,
To fit them. Yeah.
Just
to
use
are
the wheels.
These are 1.9s with a 475 J Concepts Bossman that has Chunky's rotor behind it. These are Vision RC, which is Bob Shirley. Amazing stuff. He machines and cuts. Dennis went over and found these for me when I was back at the camp. So they look too good to put on. Like everything has a theme to it. Most of my Vanquish stuff has Vanquish wheels besides my Optic has boom racing, because to get a set of purple Vanquish wheels is quite costly if you can find them. You got to have luck of the draw. But I really like that boom racing truck though after seeing it. Like the same thing that Joe was saying, that I think it's a BRX-01, but it's on with that Zill body, and it's
nice.
It's a cool truck.
Yeah, that is a BRX-01 chassis.
Yeah. Like Moose Jaw said, he's got his Moose Jaw's got his ugly Land Rover. Kurt said buy it all. I was not sending wheels to you, Kurt.
They're talking to you, Brother Woods. Said buy it all.
What?
Yeah.
He said buy it all.
They're telling you to just buy it all.
I'm trying.
Laco says he wants a Pro Moto.
One more time.
I said
so I
Laco
was saying,
oh, sorry. Go ahead, Joseph.
I was saying that this is the wrong group to quit. Kurt's telling you to buy it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not much of an intervention group. Sorry.
Well, my wife wanted me to add a room, so I just take the room and add cars to it. Then
there you go.
I have to add cars to the room, right?
You got to cover the walls so that way you don't have to worry about painting it.
Exactly.
Just a different type of furniture.
I think Kurt said he wanted the new Vanquish kit. I'm assuming he's talking about the Optic.
Where is Kurt? Kurt said he's in California as well.
Yeah.
He's in Hollister.
Okay, he's closer to Alonzo and them.
Yes. Kurt does influence poor financial decisions. But don't tell him that, Draw, because he's building chassis that I'm sending him. Hopefully Mitchell.
Ierc,
Mitchell
you
has
got
time
eyes on
next
anything?
month.
Oh, hold on a second.
Looks
No,
like spicy.
just either a BRX-01 or a TF2. I need one. I don't have one, so any one of those will do. I'm not picky.
So small tire scale build.
Yeah, I want to do a small tire scale build. Yeah. I think I can do that with all the stuff that I have. Plus, my wife was like, "You need something with small tires." I was like, "You sound like them guys on the damn internet."
Brother Woods, if you haven't seen what we're talking about, this is it. This is the BRX01 adjustable wheelbase, the new one that's out.
Yeah, buddy.
Based on the ZIL, which is a Russian, if I remember right, base truck. And what's funny is like seeing it here, you're like, it's a little cartoonish, but seeing it in person, it's a gorgeous truck. It's just
Looks totally, the pictures don't give it justice.
no,
No,
the pictures
not
don't
at
do
all.
it any justice.
What's the
And
name
it's
of
This is 10 scale.
what's the name of the car?
It is the Boom Racing BRX01 adjustable wheelbase.
and that thing is a chunk too.
BRX.
For-
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
we helped Jason from Boom Racing get from his car to his vendor site in all the mud, and I had to carry that thing in the side by side all the way back. Dude, that thing is a chunk.
Yeah. They are not lightweight.
Everything about that thing is heavy. The body, the transmission, the chassis, and the
That's my
axles
style.
is chunk.
Well, that's kind of like this one right here. That's almost 13 pounds right out of the box to build. Why I don't run it so much, because if I have to carry it, I'm gonna be hurting.
You know, I forgot to hit up saying at the end there, see if he's going to have a deal on that truck, so you didn't have to cart it back home.
I don't think they're out yet.
I know, which would have been an even better deal.
Yeah. They're probably at Kilburn's house.
I think he already has one.
Yeah, but he'll always take more. Like he's got what, 6 or 7 optics now?
Yeah. And he claims one is his wife's.
Right.
Well, if you're married, you can't blame it on the wife.
yeah, because mine has 4 cars, so hey.
Yeah. I think Misty has 6 or 8 now.
Man, this is nice, man.
I think my wife has like 5.
Look at the scale on this stuff. Look at this. No? Jesus.
She still has one that you have to build for her too, right?
You gotta remind me, don't you?
That'd be worth.
You need to get to building that so you can buy something you want.
I know, right?
Oh, I didn't bring in any of the dirty trucks. I think I'm gonna have to wash them out in the garage.
Pressure washer.
Oh,
The
the Chevy that the SCX-10-2 Gabe was driving is just filthy. Yeah, Mitchell says his wife has 8 speed run cars.
I'm sure she does.
Let me see that.
Did I do that one? No.
For me, it's the kids. They got all the extra rigs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with you guys talking about these TF2s, I want to get one because I actually want to try that mono suspension that they used to do back in the day on the Jeeps, where it's only half a pack of leaf spring, which would be forward of the axle on the rear and the rear section of the axle on the front with shocks. The way that they used to do them for all the Jeeps for crawling.
I tried that when my Leaf broke in half last year.
Yeah, it don't work out as good
It
as
didn't
what
work
you
out
think
that great.
it is. No.
Yes.
Well, I
It
mean,
had a
I
lot
could
more
s-
travel.
Yeah, I could see maybe if you had the right shocks. I mean, you definitely.
Yeah, you'd have to go with like a 60 or a 70 mil shock on it. And
Oh, I think
the
in
white oil.
desert lizards, you're going to need that dual spring rate to go both ways.
That almost look like a real truck.
Oh, sure.
I mean, my cross trucks are close to a TF2 with the look and all, but they're just not leaf sprung.
Right.
Well, we can fix that.
Cross, the rear of some of those crosses is just a weird spring setup.
Yeah, the SG4 was cantilevered in, and all the rest of them are just straight up and down.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. Keep looking at stuff.
Look, Brother Woods has got stuff in the cart.
He's shopping.
He's shopping. Yeah, it's what he's doing.
He's got like 10 windows open on his phone, bouncing back and forth. Well, I could get this one, but damn, this one looks good.
Yeah.
What about the associated Enduro Night Runner 110 scale rock crawler?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Good.
Elements are known for not doing official bodies. And
No, that the Night Runner is the Toyota.
Yeah, that's the taco.
FJ pickup.
no, it is not.
Taco.
And if it is not an official Toyota body,
It looks close.
it looks close, but it is not.
Yeah, it looks real good. Almost, I'm like, the only reason I'm not pressing the button is because of Sam.
We were
That is-
supposed to help Brother Woods. You guys are not helping out.
hey, we told him that from the get-go.
Yeah, exactly. We're enablers.
Yes.
That's awesome, guys.
We are very much enablers.
Right.
Lord.
We're not going to
So
tell
I
you
think-
what RC to get. We're just going to tell you to get an RC.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You're gonna get them all.
Right?
Yes. And you got to catch up.
I know I'm gonna get my first drifter, even though I'm not gonna go to drift, but I'm getting that
That drifter.
Kyosho.
Cool. Yeah.
That Kyosho.
Kurt said, Sam, let him buy it.
One of the main things I'm worried about is buying a crappy one. So,
No,
Well,
the Element Night Runner is a nice truck.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're buying a name brand, they all have little issues. Like
Yeah.
when you're getting an RTR. So there's some things that you're going to have to upgrade.
Yeah.
Like the elements are real bad for their electronics. The steering servos ain't that great. The ESCs and the controllers aren't that great, but most people convert them to fancy controllers anyhow. So, some of that stuff is definitely RTR based. You even get that with the Vanquish RTRs. I mean, their controller and stuff is nice, but in the end, it's still an RTR quality.
Yeah.
So, I mean, regardless of where you go, you're going to be putting upgrades in them somewhere, somehow.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
as long as you're not buying Walmart brand stuff, you're generally doing pretty good.
And if
Even
you're
the-
just doing trailing, hanging out with your buds and whatever, most RTRs are fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And replace it as it breaks.
Yep.
so I should stay away from the WL 10 scales.
But those are mainly for good if you're doing it in your house, you're gonna do it on your garage, stuff like that. Or veterans are housebound. We have a few that we drive through the VA hospital or stuff like that, but they're not as capable like all the ones you guys mentioned, right? So it depends what you have. Those are mainly like, our housebound guys, So they look nice. Don't get me wrong, they look very cool. A lot of people adopt them very well to those stuff, but then they're not as capable as the other ones that if you want to go hiking, trailing, or crawling, So yeah.
So here's a question. How many crawlers should you have?
Uh-oh.
Tired of
How many,
BowHouse.
Brother
You know
Woods,
what kind of answer you're gonna get.
yeah, Brother Woods, you're gonna get us in trouble, Brother Woods.
We can't talk about that. Oh, we can second question. You remember you said you had a military career and we went and did some things. If we had to,
Yeah,
that's the same thing on how many RC cars you
yeah. I blame.
Supposed to have.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
How
with
many
Josh on that. I'm gonna have to turn my mic off.
right?
How many moods do you have?
There you go. There you go.
I mean,
When my
there's a
wife
Monday
mad at
truck.
me or when my wife's not mad at me.
There's
There
a
you go.
Monday truck. There's a Tuesday truck. Wednesday,
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday truck.
So
And then there's a rain
Crawlers.
version of all those.
Yes.
okay, so 7 crawlers, 1 for each day, right? Okay.
Well, I
And
mean, but I mean,
Well, that
there
puts
is
it in
such
two
thing.
categories, though. That puts it in two
Yes.
categories, though. Yeah, there's one for each day. But like Joe said, is your wife mad or not mad? So you got to add another one for when she's not mad. And
Right.
for when
There's the cruise, and then there's the bash. You
Yeah.
know?
I mean, this is a bad example, but I started out with this one 7 years ago. And now there's 27 in here.
I started with one about 5 years ago, and I have 20.
Are we talking just crawlers?
That's not even counting the ones I still got to put together. The ones I got to put together, that'll bring that list up to like 25.
Hey, look at Rob Gunning, right? Say, good thing there's 86 days in my week.
Right.
It's dangerous, man. Hey, I always blame Dennis. You got to blame somebody else. Oh, thank you, Dennis. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the director, Dennis.
I
Appreciate
have
you, bro.
3 crawlers, Brother Woods. I have one that's like very capable, and then a couple that are just kind of for fun.
Yeah.
That I don't mind too much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To really answer your question.
Yes.
my most used, and I wouldn't say neglected, but like least amount of stuff that I really like put on it. It has the bare minimums. It's my junkyard dog that I just take and just, if I'm just going to go in the trails and just beat the snot out of it, and I'm not too worried about it. I have a few upgrades on it. Is a Sendero SE, Element Sendero SE. That truck is, I've just pummeled it to death, and it keeps coming back for more.
Another one that we beat the crap out of them is, and we still have them, is the first loaner from O11C is the track set, the Sport, the TRX.
TRX Sport.
Oh my Lord, that been taking beatings from kids. I've been dropped from 10, 15, 20 feet and it's still going, man. That thing is a beast of a good trail truck. Good trail truck, you know.
Like my Defender, yes, it's but it takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Yeah.
I've got the original SCX-10. Like I said, I've had that 7 years, almost 8. I haven't done anything to it. And I can take it out and not worry about it breaking.
Oh snap!
Did you
purchase?
We
lost. We're losing power, so I'm gonna have to jump off.
Go ahead.
I would like to thank you guys for your hospitality, and I look forward to next Monday.
Definitely, Brother Woods. Sam, it's an honor for you to hang out with us, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for allowing me to.
Anytime, brother. Be blessed, guys. Stay safe.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah, I'll be looking to see what he buys.
Brother Woods is just trying to get Sam home so he can finish buying.
Be careful what you ask for.
See you guys.
All right.
Good night.
All right.
See ya. Good luck.
All right.
Thanks.
I think you're gonna have to help Josh, Brother Woods, to get out.
There he goes.
Oh, wrong screen.
About to
No.
get him in the chat.
There it is.
Awesome stuff here. When working RC store, Dad's asked what crawler is the best for the young guy here. Tracks us. Yeah, definitely,
Yep.
brother.
It was my
That's here.
first crawler.
Mhm. Yeah, it will take a beating, man. I'm surprised, and a little bit of maintenance that we had given to this one that we have. It's just incredible how much of a beating and abuse will it take, you know. I think the only thing I think that one no, we already replaced the electronics and servo. But yeah, everything else is still stock. Put a little bit weight here and there, you know. But that's it.
Mine's got all the brass on the axles and metal
Yeah.
axle,
Okay, you got all that stuff.
but
Yeah.
I just put a servo and a different motor in it, still running the same ESC and radio.
Yes, I'm telling.
It's still all together.
We still got the same transmitter because those will take a beating. You don't care if they fall or not. Still, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just painted my son's. We converted his Defender and bought that Proline Raptor body with the cap.
Yes.
Yep.
Nice.
Dennis
Nice.
just tinted the windows for us there at Beatty Creek, so
Nice.
it's looking pretty sharp now.
Yeah.
He went out and bought those RC four-wheel drive fuel rims for it. It
Nice.
looks pretty good.
Nice.
Can't even tell it was the Defender.
Oh, it looks good.
That's good stuff, brother.
I have a question. What batteries is everybody running these days?
Depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
If
Probably.
we're comping,
Yes.
I run 850s, 3S. Joe runs 4S.
Yeah. For his Helios. Yeah. Was 850 4S?
Yep.
3S? Yeah.
853Ss and 854Ss.
I'm doing an 853S.
3S. I had never. I
Dennis,
know a lot of you. Go ahead.
well, I was gonna say Dennis likes the 1500 a little
1500.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the 1500 3S and the 1500 4S, all Helios.
Oh, Helios. I know you guys use a lot of the 4. I had never put 4S in any of the crawlers. You guys like that punch, that extra punch with the 4S, right? Or what?
I prefer 3S. Like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice too much of a difference between 3S and 4S,
Mm-hmm.
other than when I went to reverse, it was different because I didn't have the reverse turned down for 4S.
Okay.
3S, it was fine on 4S, but I did like how long the 4S lasted compared to the 3S when we were at No Man Left Behind.
Okay.
The 4S lasted a little longer because you had more volts with the same amps.
Okay. Oh, that was my question. The same milliamps, but more volts on it.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Wow.
So basically,
It's like a V8.
basically a 4S 850 is more like a 3S 1150, if that makes sense. Where
Yeah.
that voltage, you're trading the higher voltage for the capacity.
Right.
Plus, if you're using direct powered servos,
They love
you
it.
get some mad shake.
Mm-hmm.
Save you a lot of reverses.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I only use the 4S in one truck, which is one of the comp trucks. Everything else is 3S.
Yeah, I only use it in my one with Three Brothers stuff because it likes 4S a little better. But is now in trailing, Joseph, I have a 4200 pack and I have 2200 packs. Depends on the truck, how long we're
Yeah.
going.
I
Yeah.
usually carry the 2200s for that.
Yeah.
The Gen Z's Adventure, or whatever it is.
I use a
Yeah.
lot of the Ovonics and Z's. Like
Yes.
they've held up.
I got
for the
Z's that
price.
we bought 3-4 years ago, and they're still running, bro.
Yeah,
And very cheap. They were like I don't know, $40, $50, 2 batteries, and it's still running.
I have a
Yeah,
5000 Venom battery that I bought like 10 years ago. That's still going.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have one.
I have old 10.2 is when had that big old slot.
Yep.
For trailing, also I use Helios 3700, but it's a shorty pack. It's a little bit wider, but it's a shorty pack.
This is what I
3700.
usually run, just like for funsies. But I'm looking for something just with more C's.
So I
go
was
ahead.
running race day quads. Check them out.
Okay.
Okay.
They have pretty decent. No, they're like their own brand kind of a thing, but
Mhm.
they'll have they have really nice pack sets. So for like 60, $70, you can get three batteries, all the same. So you might want to take a look there. See, I haven't been on their site for a while, but because I've got so many batteries now that I haven't really been looking. But I bought a bunch off of them, and I've only let's just say maybe out of a dozen batteries I bought for them, I had one that came with a bad cell, and they replaced it no problem.
Oh, I gotta check into that.
That Palm Beach Bots also is selling batteries now, and they are I think they're really comparable to race day quads. Last time I looked, I think it's Palm Beach Bots, because they sell all those little 3S's for those battle bots, like Team Junkyard Dog.
Yep.
Yeah,
And that's what I liked. That's what I liked about race day too, is a lot of their stuff is for drones. So a lot of them are a smaller platform.
well, the thing with it all depends on what you're doing. For like when I go trailing, and I know I'm gonna be out there for 4 to 5 hours. I'm bringing the biggest, heaviest battery I got, and it's where's the battery at? I think it's a 3S 8000.
Yeah, that's why I get 3, 5s, and 8s for that.
Where do you fit them?
Well, well, it all depends what I'm taking. Like if I take my Defender, or I'll take my
Yeah, the Defender, you got big space.
yeah,
Josh.
Defender's got a huge space.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I usually take trailing anyway, because it's just I know it'll get there.
Dude, this 6500 fits in my TF2.
See?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it'll run all day.
Yeah.
All day long at Beat the Creek.
That's what my
But
Tesla has.
Joseph, this
Your
is
Tesla?
this is Palm
Okay.
Beach Bots, and
Okay.
they have all these batteries, like anything super small you could want.
Oh, you shouldn't have shown me that site.
Oh,
Yeah.
Palm Beach.
Oh, it's time to go buy me some batteries.
Like
That's
here's a 4S 850 for $19.
What?
Look at that.
What?
That's
Nice.
damn.
Are they here local here? It's what? Palm Beach
They're
here
in Florida.
or what?
Yeah, they're in Florida.
Oh, they got
Yeah,
everything.
they have. Yeah, but like they specialize in those smaller batteries
Yeah.
because of the little robots.
What the guys use up there, Joseph, on the comps, like when you on Saturday, well, usually are
The 850s is what most people have.
850. That's what they
Yeah.
use. So I don't comp. So what happens if, well, you're supposed to charge your batteries, right, when you're comping. But what
It
happens
happens.
if the battery dies while you're comping? Will that go against you, right, because of time, or will
It
they
does.
stop?
No, it does go against you. I think they usually, if you can fix your truck there, it's they'll add some points, but not as much as if you need to
Okay.
actually go take a 30-minute or 1 hour break to fix it. But if
It-
you can
it
fix it
generally-
there,
Yeah,
But-
generally there's a difference between an on repair and an off repair.
Oh,
So a
okay.
battery change, or if a scale item, like if you're running a scale run, if a scale item falls off, that's a on trail repair, which is generally like what, 2 points?
it depends on.
Two or
Depends
5.
on-
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly, but like if you you throw a drive shaft or something out and you got to take it back to the workbench, then that's basically a repair and a touch essentially.
Yeah.
But
It happens all the time, way more than you would think, Javier. Like
yeah,
people's
Which-
rod ends fall out, all kinds of
Yeah.
weird stuff. Servo horn screw loosens up or whatever. Yeah.
but an 850 generally will get you anywhere from 20 to 25 gates, depending
Wow.
on winching. Now,
Okay.
if you're doing a really tough course and you're doing a bunch of winching, And that's where you could potentially start running in. But most of at least most of the comps over here, 10 to 15 gates is about the average.
Okay.
So then I have two of these. So I'll have them both charged up. And if I'm running two classes or two runs, whatever, I'll just swap in between the runs and it's ready to go.
Yeah, I use 1,850 per run.
Yep. So just CYA at that point.
Yeah. And I got to carry a ton of those because now Nicholas is getting into it. So, and he's like a trigger happy. He'll draw all the amps out of that thing.
And the 850s are nice too because they fit in your pocket and they're not huge. You can have 6 of them in your pocket and you can't really tell. Or they fit in your kids' pocket.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we could end this. Josh, you can give me the power so I could end it here on my end on YouTube, guys. Chris, welcome in, brother. Appreciate you. Oh my goodness. 850 would last me 2 runs. Well, Kurt.
Yeah, it does.
Kurt,
Yeah,
well, Kurt,
850 will usually last 2 runs.
yeah. I saw a pic of Kurt. He ran one of his RC into something. That was last week.
He posted that video today, I think.
Oh, there's a video about it too.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. So I'm gonna have to
The
watch
one
that.
that he got stuck under that lowboy trailer.
What happened there, man? What happened, Kurt?
He smacked the curb with his Vortex and broke the wheels.
Jeez, Louise.
If it's not a curb, it's a forklift, a cement.
It's so that's like Steve. That was like when Steve, man, God rest his soul. Steve always bashing his rig and always hitting the fire hydrant in front of his the building. Oh,
They paint him yellow for that reason.
yeah, right. Wow.
Them yellow deers, man, you go watch them.
Oh my goodness. Well, guys, so I think let me see what we have next Monday. Again, we're gonna start doing some raffles. Definitely we have to start raffle next Monday, guys. Oh, next Monday is the 19th. So we have Trevor Rushmore is gonna be here with us, right? That's gonna be next Monday. His event is on August. Let's Talk and some of the other event that he's doing. There's stuff. So we're gonna have him next Monday. We're gonna be hanging out with him. Let me see here. Also, I don't think we have nothing this week. Just we have our VA class on Thursday at the VA hospital here local. Looking forward to it. Any stuff you got going on, Joseph, soon? Or you done with the?
I am meeting up with Brother Woods here on Memorial Day, and then an outing.
Yes.
And then an outing with them. Meeting up with a couple guys in a month or so. That's about it.
Yes.
No actual events.
And then you guys, Josh, Dennis, and do you guys have an event coming up? Anything coming up? Other than the big ones?
Beginning of June, we have first of our crawler series.
Oh yes, you guys mentioned that. Then we got all the other stuff coming up also that we mentioned, the boys mentioned. Next month we got the Ryan Cormaster event in June. We have the Exo Fest, right? That's what it is, Exo Fest.
Yep.
Gonna be here. We're planning to take our guys here from Florida and from Alabama and Georgia area out there. The guys that couldn't make it to BTC, right? 'Cause for us safety reasons. And then also we got the Recon G6 in July, a Crawl for Hope in August, also Lash Stock in August. So it's a lot of stuff. So Moose Jaw is painting a body for Lash Stock. Awesome, brother. I know he does amazing job. Amazing job.
Amazing paint jobs.
Yes, yes. So we got some raffles coming on, guys, like the boys mentioned. We have a lot of the stuff that we could raffle at BTC, we're gonna be doing online, guys. So so what's going on? I gotta restart my phone. So I think that's it, guys. So we can start saying our goodbyes if I haven't forgotten nothing. Eric, go ahead, brother.
Thanks for the invite, Hobby. Nice to see everybody again. I hope everybody had a great weekend. It's not start of another week. So thanks for everybody's support. If anybody needs a call, give me a call. Give anybody wants a call. I mean, we're out there. Here to help. Support.
Oh, my brother.
Have a good one. Peace.
You too, my brother. Go ahead, Josh is. Go ahead, Josh, brother.
Everyone in the chat, thanks for showing up, for supporting us. It's always awesome to have people here and hang out. Moose Joe, thanks for all the questions. Make sure you hit that like on the way out. Oh, you see what Kurt said, Dennis?
Yeah. I didn't start the countdown.
Yeah, Lord. Let's start. Let's start.
Actually, shouldn't that be how many more days for October?
For October.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oktoberfest.
October. Yeah, oh my goodness.
Well,
Go ahead, Dan.
The
Go ahead,
golf
Dennis.
before October, so we'll start the countdown on that. Everybody in chat, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate all the support. Moose Jaw, thanks. Now I gotta spend some more money. Now my wish list is turning into a gotta have it. Was good hanging out with everybody. You know, we had a great time at Beat the Creek. Wish it would have been better weather and we could have had a bigger group of us there. Could have done some more raffles and make sure when you guys see the raffles come up that you guys get involved for a good cause.
Yeah.
A lot of nice stuff. And just
help us share it.
Support the cause.
Yeah.
And help a fellow veteran.
Cool. Thank you, brother. Go ahead, Joseph.
Hey, I just want to say thanks to everybody, chat, the panel. I love you guys. It's always a good time hanging out with you guys and just talking about everything, talking about nothing at the same time. For me, it's Mondays are tough, so it's always cool to have this little corner of the day to come and hang out and spend with everybody. So thank you guys.
Awesome, my brother. Go ahead, Joe.
Another good Monday hanging out here with the guys and everybody in the panel, seeing everybody survive the mud and getting cleaned up and getting everything back to normal, ready for the next event. Was good to hear and see Brother Wood. Sounds like he's doing some pretty cool things with the veteran community as well, helping everybody out. So just keep doing what everybody's doing and keep up on your people and having a good time and making sure everybody's also having a good time. And if they need help them.
Cool.
See you all next Monday.
Definitely. Awesome job today, guys. Much love. Again, next Monday we'll have Trevor Rushmore gonna be next Monday. And then again, stay tuned. We have a bunch of raffles. We got hats that we are selling. We got the tons of hats that we got left. Some of the ones that we made. Also, Tony's back Lanyard made a bunch of hats for us as well. Did an amazing job with Craig, right? And Tony. They did an awesome job on those. So we got a bunch of hats, guys, that we're gonna be selling online. So again, thank you guys so much for the support, and then we'll see you next Monday. Peace. Be safe, guys.
Don't forget about the bracelets. These are going to be for sale also, and we have one going up for raffle.
Yes, and yes.
There is limited amount. I believe there was 35
made. Okay. So remember,
this is something that you're going to want to get in on.
Yes, definitely, guys. Awesome stuff, guys. Be safe. And cut.